Jersey. It's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Clear across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now Lawrence on first down. And this one caught by Max Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now Lawrence. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got it to Williams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Lawrence on third down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Here's Lawrence, and connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regret?
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Xavier McKinney. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and of course take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Throwing Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On 2nd down, Ratliff. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. That catch good for only a couple. Nothing after one on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Azeez Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change in possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to... So that challenge, a successful one. Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Gano the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Touchdown here to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On play action, Lawrence. And this is caught by Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, he'll get this off to ETN. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Jones now on first down. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. From the 29, Lawrence got his man. It's Williams. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Now Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly. From the 41, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. First down now, but that clock rolling. But to throw again is Lawrence. Out to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Prater's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? Need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down carry for Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jay Tufele. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Taken at about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. O'Shane Ximines gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The focus shifts back to Daniel Jones and company. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. Myles Jack there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Able to power through. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Galladay. Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Lawrence, throw right side, complete to Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he'll let this one go deep for Chubb. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Lawrence's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll look to throw again. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Defense. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Now Lawrence. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. 119 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defense is